what has happened is I made this handle a couple months ago, and the piece of wood was given to me at the axe gathering, and I made an assumption that it was probably cured pretty well, and it still had some moisture content. So after the last couple months, I've watched the handle shrink so much that it started to leave a gap around the bottom of the eye all over, and it lost its ring sound to it. So I threw it into a bucket of oil and for a week to see if I would get a real puff out of it, I guess you could say. I'm not doing the water trick or anything. It gave me a little bit, but didn't give me as much as I thought I wanted. But thankfully, I leave a bit of shoulder, and since everything's tapers off, I can reset this as long as I save the neck okay, which I think I did a pretty good job on. I'll set it down just a little further, tighten it all up, and I'm going to go with that this handle is now finally shrunk as much as possible, and should be good from there. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to just do a little bit of sand. I may not even sand it. I may just tap it home. I may affix a step point to not destroy my foot and then just cut it off. I'm going to make that decision here shortly, and then I'll come back to it. Well, a little bit of work. I've moved it. It's not quite a quarter. It's probably about 2/8 of an inch further down the handle, and I've tightened up all the way around. And I actually accomplished this by putting the handle into the vise, and I had this curved piece of pallet. It's got a little bend to it, so it come around the eye, and I just tapped it down instead of having to glue a step onto the swell and do it that way. This kind of just reached around the sides, and I tapped it down that way and got it set where I needed it. And I sized my wedge, cut my chamfers, and I'm pretty close to driving it home. I think I might thin out the wedge just a little bit.